Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Glad to have you with us again. Today, we're doing something a bit different, taking a trip, you could say, into the cosmos. We're diving into this really interesting app called Nebulae Magnificent. Our mission really is to see how this app takes these incredibly vast, mysterious things, nebulae, and brings them right onto our screens. We want to look at the experience it offers, how it feels and kind of how it's put together. We've got various bits of info here, details on features, a little on privacy, and its business model.
Yeah, it's a fascinating idea. I mean, think about what nebulae actually are, these gigantic clouds of gas and dust, light years across, just mind-bogglingly beautiful and huge. Taking that scale, that grandeur, and making it accessible, making it feel real on a phone or an iPad, that's a huge challenge. It taps into that deep human thing wanting to explore, right?
Yeah.
And bridging that gap between, the unimaginably big universe and something you hold in your hand, well, that's where it gets really cool.
Absolutely. And it gets right to the heart of what Nebulae Magnificent is trying to do.
Yeah.
It's not just like a general space app. It really zooms in on nebulae specifically. These things are often so far away, so faint sometimes. But the app claims it makes you feel as if you were in there at that moment. And how? It seems to be through hundreds of really impressive photos shown full screen. And the key thing, maybe, for that authentic feel, the images come from ESO, the European Southern Observatory.
Oh, using ESO images, that's a big deal. ESO isn't just, some random telescope place. It's a major player. They run some of the most powerful ground-based telescopes in the world, like the VLT down in Chile. So the images you're seeing in the app aren't just like artists' impressions. They're based on real, cutting-edge scientific data. It means Nebulae Magnificent isn't just showing you beauty, it's showing you scientifically authentic views. It connects you right back to the real research, which I think adds a lot of weight. It grounds it.
Okay, so let's unpack that a bit. Let's look at the actual features. How does it deliver this experience? So you open the app. Maybe you start with the browse section. Sounds like a good place to begin. This lets you quickly scroll through tons of photos, hundreds of them, but it's not just scrolling. Crucially, it says you can instantly get detailed info about each nebula. So it's visual but educational too, right from the start. Then maybe you want something more immersive. There's a slideshow section. This sounds like where the feel like you're there part really kicks in. Full screen photos taking over. You can apparently tap an info button if something catches your eye, which is handy. Or just hit play and let it run automatically. You can just kind of lean back and watch the universe drift by. Sounds quite relaxing, actually.
That's quite a smart approach, offering different ways in. Browse for quick looks and learning. Slideshow for just soaking it in, almost like a movie. But then there's the gallery. What's interesting there is it sounds like it gathers all the photos together. And you can pick any image, see it full screen, and this is the cool part. Use your fingers to zoom right in, like really get close to the details, the structure within the nebula. That adds a whole interactive layer.
Exactly. I can imagine pinching and zooming on some distant gas cloud, seeing the textures, makes it feel less remote. And it's not just static images either. For people who want more, there's a video section too, offers related video, so adds another dimension, more dynamic content. Plus, you mentioned the source, ESO. The app even gives you detailed info about ESO itself. So it connects the dots. Here are the amazing pictures, and here's the science and the organization behind them. It elevates it beyond just looking at pictures.
Yeah, it seems really well thought out to cater to different people. You've got the casual browser, the person who wants to learn more, the person who wants to really study the images. Browse, slideshow, gallery, videos, they offer different levels of engagement. And what that does really is organize this huge amount of visual information effectively. It makes it manageable. It turns what could be overwhelming scientific imagery into something you can actually explore and enjoy and learn from at your own pace. It's a guided tour you control.
That's a really good way to put it. Seems like they covered the bases for how you'd want to interact.
Yeah.
But okay, technical stuff. Who can actually use this cosmic window?
Yeah.
The developer is Alparslan Tapas. And here's what struck me: accessibility. It's designed for iPad, yes, but it also works on iPhone, Mac, but needs the M1 chip or later. That's key iPod Touch. And even Apple Vision, that's pretty broad across the Apple world. Means lots of people can potentially access it, right? On whatever device they have. Now, the size, it's 1.4 gigabytes, which is, well, it's chunky. Not a tiny app.
Definitely not tiny.
Suggests it's packed with high-res stuff.
Exactly. That 1.4 gigabit tells you they're serious about image quality. Especially with that zoom feature we talked about, you need the resolution for that to work well. But yeah, the compatibility across all of those devices, from an old iPod Touch maybe up to the latest Mac or Vision Pro, that's really interesting. It really speaks to making this kind of High-level astronomical imagery available to almost anyone in that ecosystem, democratizing it in a way.
Okay, so it's accessible device-wise. What about costs? How does the business side work? It's listed as free, which is always appealing, but then it says offers in-app purchases. Classic model. So the deal seems to be it's ad-supported. You download it for free, start exploring right away. But to keep it going, they use Google for advertising info, and you'll see ads. That's the trade-off for free access.
And that freemium approach, it's super common, isn't it? It makes a lot of sense strategically. You lower the barrier to entry completely, anyone can try it, but you still need a way to, well, pay the bills. What's smart here is the option to remove ads. It mentions Nebulae, magnificent ad-free for just 0.99 cents. That's incredibly cheap for removing ads from something with this much content. It really positions it as like, just grab it, try it, and if you love it, a tiny payment makes it even better. It gives the user the choice.
Yeah, 99 cents feels very reasonable.
Yeah.
Supports the developer too. Now, quickly on privacy, the sources mention it, so we should too. It says data might be handled. Things like location, identifiers, those unique codes for your device, usage data, diagnostics. Some of that could be used to track you or link to you. Other bits, like some diagnostics, might not be linked. As always, privacy practices can vary. Worth checking the details yourself if you're concerned.
Good point. And just stepping back a bit, looking at the developer, Alparslan Topaz, it seems they have a real focus. When you see their other apps, things like Hubble, Deep Space, Saturn, Cassini, Jupiter, Juno, you see a pattern, right? It's all space, all astronomy. This isn't just a one-off project. It feels like a dedicated portfolio, bringing these specific missions and celestial wonders to people's devices. Suggests real passion there.
That definitely raises an interesting point about specializing, doesn't it? When a developer focuses so tightly on one theme, like space, they probably get really good at it.
Exactly. They refine how they present compressed stuff, how to make the visuals pop, how to make it engaging and educational.
You can sort of see a vision connecting these apps. Each one is a window to a different part of the cosmos. It feels less like just software, more like curated exploration, a passion project, like you said. So, wrapping up our deep dive today, Nebulae, Magnificent, really does seem to offer something special. It takes these incredible, almost abstract concepts, nebulae light years away, and makes them feel immediate and explorable using those amazing ESO images. It's got that blend, stunning visuals, solid educational info, and features that let you engage in different ways, browse, watch, zoom in. And it's widely available across Apple devices, which is great. It really feels like it brings deep space down to earth right into your hands.
It really does. And maybe the thought to leave you with is this. If we look at the bigger picture, how might apps like this one keep changing things? How will they continue to sort of open up scientific exploration for everyone? And maybe inspire the next generation of astronomers? What cosmic wonders, maybe things we haven't even seen clearly yet, do you hope you'll be able to explore next, just, from your couch?